I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Sydney Sweeney is all the rage lately. And some people are upset about her jean commercial. Now, I covered this last week when it was just a small little group. It has exploded into something that I'd never thought would happen. This is insanity. So as you know, she did advertisements with American Eagle, actually boosted their stock up quite a bit. And I'm going to spoil it, but the jeans have sold out. They've sold out. And as this article says, this is all about how America has rejected a lot of the nonsense. All of the gender stuff, all of the America Last stuff, all this safe space nonsense, pronouns, all that shit's been rejected. This is like almost one last push. I love how Sydney Sweeney has become the end of woke. People are really melting down over this because she says jeans. I got my passed down jeans. I got great jeans. And to me, it's like, okay, well, it's because she's attractive, has big boobs, and a nice butt. But no, really, it's about Nazi propaganda. It's because she's white. And it's like any good-looking woman with those features could have made this commercial happen. They went with her because, well, Gen Z really likes her. She's really big with them, actually. She's very popular with Gen Z men especially. So naturally, it was a good fit to grab her. I wonder why they like her so much, huh? She's like one of the only people that leans into this shit anymore. It used to be a dime a dozen, but ever since the body positivity era, that hasn't been a thing. And now here we are coming back to basics where we get an attractive woman to model shit like it used to be all the time. But yeah, they're going crazy over this. So much stuff. But spoilers, they sold out of those jeans. I don't know if they're still sold out, but they did very, very well. In fact, you could say that it backfired on them big time. Because, once again, they get all upset. We saw this with Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy had a big boycott by a lot of these psychos, and the game ended up making like $1 billion. It sold crazy amounts of copies, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that they had such a damn meltdown over it. And once again, now it has repeated itself because people are just tired of these losers. But according to Fox News, they've sold out.
Brand and have an American flag, and that right there proves just how fragile wokeness has become today. I mean, the American flag
Very
being
fragile.
controversial to some people. I mean, to some people, flying the pride flags outside of our federal buildings is a little controversial. Yet we don't have people uproar over that. It's a crazy concept to just see just how fragile and emotional they've become, and that's why they've scared off young men. They're doing this whole study, spending millions and millions of dollars at the DNC right now of how did we lose young men last election?
Yeah, I
can tell you it's stuff like this. So first of all, not just wanting to embrace Sydney Sweeney as a campaign, but second, attacking her for being pro-American. It's an odd concept, Will.
You know, Jackson,
the best part of this is Sydney Sweeney didn't even say.
They don't actually talk about it, but I agree with a lot of the stuff that he's saying here. Like this, look. So this is Good Morning America. Good Morning America says some of the wildest shit. You want to know why all these news outlets are dying? It's because of shit like this.
Time to check the pulse. We begin with the backlash over a new ad campaign featuring actress Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, the ads are for American Eagle, and the tagline is, Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Now, in one ad, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed actress talks about genes as in DNA being passed down from her parents.
The play on words is being compared to Nazi propaganda with racial undertones.
upon, good genes, activates a troubling
Oh, it's a liberal professor. I'm shocked. I am shocked. You know, a lot of these women, and there's a lot of women talking about this, most of them are white liberal women. A lot of them are not attractive, overweight. And it's like most of the women that I see complain, I haven't seen really any beautiful women complaining. It's usually septum rings, multicolored hair. They got those horn-rimmed glasses, and they look like a booty hole. Very gross people. Yeah, let's talk about what it really is. Jealousy.
Historical associations for this country. The American eugenics movement in its prime between like 1900 and 1940.
Over this. How are we going this wild over a play on words about an attractive woman with good assets having good genes? That it's fallen so low. And it's only one side acting like this because they're all crazy and they've fallen for all that propaganda. Their policies and their way of thinking have been totally rejected, so they're losing their minds. And the news still playing into this, like they think everybody still like buys this bullshit. They're just reinforcing the same shit with the same people that already buy it. You're not winning anybody over here. No one's falling for this shit. And thank God American Eagle has not bent the knee and is keeping this going. Because they're trying to boycott American Eagle now, and it's not working because apparently shit is selling out, at least off of what I was reading there. Now, maybe they're not. But I'd be willing to bet this is bringing people back into stores. This is the only video that I'm not sure if is a troll or not. Some of these people are trolls. Notice it's all TikTok people. All TikTok people. That Joey Swole guy is getting massive backlash from a lot of woke people because of his Hulk Hogan thing. I almost thought about doing a video on that, but he's a TikToker. Okay, so that's where his audience is coming from. So naturally, yeah, he's going to get it hard. TikTok is a very, very woke platform. Maybe not in its policy so much, but in its clientele.
I just saw that American Eagle Sydney Sweeney jean commercial.
And example A, compare the woman on the right to the one on the left.
And what the actual fucking hell? How did it even get approved? Why did it get approved? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
The issue is it's marketing to white supremacy. And if you're fine with that,
no,
great,
not.
You're a white supremacist.
Then we got this woman here, says she's not allowed in the store.
Hey, you want to go to American Eagle?
Oh, I can't go in there because I'm black.
Hey, you want?
And we got this woman.
As a way to influence young, middle American women, ages 15 to 25, because that's their demographic. In their prime reproductive years, to focus on purity and passing down the correct genes.
Imagine looking at this and coming off and thinking that's the way things are going. And by the way, why is it so bad if white people want to have babies? Is that a problem?
They thought it was a cute double entendre, but it wasn't. Oh, and don't think this was an accident. This was very intentional, and it would not have mattered one bit if a person of color was in the room, because this message was not intended for us. Oh, and it landed for its intended market. Fashion companies use ads to send out very...
So here we go. Like, just deep dive on this is insane.
Someone who grew up in a very...
Nose ring. Red alert! Red alert!
Rural Appalachian town and wanted to escape all of the sentiments that entails. This Sydney Sweeney commercial is so embarrassing. Unfortunately, you can't argue with people who tout those beliefs because they lack critical thinking skills. So I think we should just start shaming them instead. You are an embarrassment, Sydney Sweeney. Go back to school or do some ayahuasca or something, because...
I agree. We should start shaming people. Oh, we have been already. That's why you've lost. That's why you've lost a lot of last year's elections. Sorry. And then there's this one. Holy hell. Holy shit.
You guys are complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it. That's Nazi propaganda.
Wow. Nose ring. Red alert. Red alert. Horn rim glasses.
Ooh, I thought it was going to be like kind of bad. That's going to be in history book.
American Eagle. This is not your customer. She shops at a thrift store. Not American Eagle. And there's nothing wrong with that. But they do it because it's trendy. It's not because they're trying to save money. They shop at stores like that because it's trendy to do. Here's another. Oh, so, yeah, this is a different thing. So, I wanted to go off with this. Ultra beer is doing the same shit that Bud Light did. Oh, no, it's not Ultra beer. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of that because of Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light. No, this is a beauty line.
Watch this. Hair is now at Ulta, and I'm here to see the display for the first time, you guys. Hi, honey. What's your name? Paulina. Nice to meet you, Paulina. Nice to meet you. What's your name, honey? Nice to meet you, Flo. We're going to see what Jadian hair looks like at Ulta for the first time. It's going to be Ulta fun. Okay, let's see it.
You know this doesn't get women to buy your shit. Women that buy makeup and beauty products like actually care about how they look and their appearance. Not like woke women who don't even shave their armpits. So this isn't going to bring anybody to your platform. In fact, it's probably going to turn people off. Who are these marketing people that do this shit?
Who is that? She's so pretty. I got highlights since then.
She's so pretty. There's a full beard on that
person. She's get along with all of her other new Ulta friends. She does,
full
right?
beard.
JVN Hair is now at Ulta Beauty nationwide. We love the hair.
So it's not 2016 anymore, man. Ultra Beauty. That's why this stuff that everyone's complaining about, the Sydney Sweeney ads, they're going to continue to dominate. Their stock is going to continue to go up, and no one's going to listen. And it's just funny to me. It's almost like a last push. Because in my opinion, woke is dead. Woke has been defeated, at least until the next election. And then, we'll reassess. But as of right now, there's a reason that Hollywood is bouncing back. You saw it in that, not Transformers. You saw it in that Fantastic Four movie. That movie was so heavily edited, it was easy to tell. Like, they jumped around so much because they cut shit out. Because that movie, Fantastic Four began at the end of kind of the Marvel woke era in production house. And they could tell the wind was blowing in a different direction, and they invested so hard into that. So they had to make massive changes to that movie to make it so it was a little bit more tolerable. No one's buying that shit anymore. That's why entertainment is scrambling to go back to how it used to be. And it's going to happen with everything. And with that dying breath, you're going to see women like this go insane, cry, look for everything. I mean, these people are so wound up. Like, I remember, what's her name? She used to be Jimmy Kimmel's girlfriend. Sarah Silverman. Comedian, quote, quote. She is a perfect example of deranged lunatic. So she saw this construction marker and thought it was a swastika. Okay? It doesn't even look like one, by the way. But these people have wokeness so wrapped around their brain that they see it everywhere. So she posted this shit for real. Walking to the coffee shop, walking to get coffee, saw these all over the sidewalk in the town I'm in. Is this an attempt at a swastika? Did not have Google? There's a construction symbol. It's for construction. Okay? The marking for pipes and wires underneath so that you don't hit them when you're doing construction because it causes a big problem. If you have a yard and you've ever had anything done, those guys come in and they put those little flags in your yard. That's basically the same thing. Don't hit this pipe. Jamie Lee Curtis had something similar. When she saw a postal truck on the back of a tow truck, they were taking it to get it fixed. She thought Trump was sending out tow trucks to steal mail trucks to stop mail-in ballots. I'm not kidding. Look it up. It's insane. That's where we're at right now. So this is like one last push. There's going to be a couple more like this, but for the most part, companies are ignoring them, and things are going back to a more tolerable way of doing things. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you would, please, and leave a comment. What do you think of all of this madness? Also, like the video, share the video, hit that notification video. Also, some housekeeping. I did go and sign the books. That's why you haven't seen very many videos Monday and Tuesday. I was in Dallas signing books for those that got the CGC copies. This pre-order is over. Cover C is sold out. We're low on stock for covers A and B, but we still have some. Cover D will always be available. So the campaign is shut down, but the store is still open. But like I said, cover C, if you missed that, it's gone. This book will be available. So if you are interested, you can still check it out. Link in the description. A good way to support me and the channel too. And you actually get something. And it's something fun and entertaining. So check it out. And with that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.